Wait a minute. No music, no song, no nothing? I thought Mikey was trying to do something about theme songs. He's kind of tied up for a moment right now. What did you do? Needed him to cut it out for today, so I kind of tied him up. If you promise not to do the theme song, I'll ungag you. Ha! We still need a theme song. Yeah, well, not up for it today. What's bugging you? No wind day. No wind day? What the hell's a no wind day? Means I succeeded at achieving what I needed to do, but at the same time I still lost. So you're just feeling lousy.
Unidentified vessel. You have no faction markings or registered manufacturer. Please maintain course while we scan you. Assuming scans even work on whatever it is you're flying. Scan complete. You are clear to land in New Atlantis. Please enjoy your visit to Jemison.
So you're not really in a talkative mood today? I'm not much in a gaming mood today. Damn, that must be bad. Mike. Yeah? What is it? Can't you adjust the credits so we can actually get credits? Eh? Really? What is he saying? He's saying hell no.
Okay, no bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
Okay, why hell no? Because there's too many opportunities to actually get credits. Okay, we mean get credits faster. Dude, if I have to suffer at work, you guys gotta suffer at this. Fine.
Sure hope your day's going as well as mine is.
So, what's the point?
Of what?
This? Is it some sort of art?
I have a pen pal in Sidonia. We've been writing to each other the old-fashioned way. The scars from the colony war are still forming. I hope they serve as a warning and not a cause. Oh, it just so happens I need a letter delivered to my pen pal in Sidonia. Pay is in advance. 1,000 credits. Bless you, child. I believe you'll find Hattie at the community center in Sidonia. Just hand her the letter. She'll know who it's from.
Wow.
Art is the soul of civilization.
What's so funny? What he said about art. Well, it is. Not by a long shot.
You know, there's something to be said for brand loyalty. Only the finest collection of armaments in the settled systems.
Oh, we cleaned her out already. Yeah. But we haven't cleaned this place out yet. Well, let's see if we can.
Life in New Atlantis moves pretty fast. I'll do my best to keep up. No problem. Happy to serve.
Really, he only sells food, goods, and healing items. Which means that's all we can sell to him. What's on Tarwas? Are we seriously only going to keep the chunks? Unfortunately, yeah.
Thanks for stopping in. I can always use the business.
There's gotta be a better... Ooh. Oh. Never mind. Yeah, I know there's always gotta be a better way. Right?
The United Colonies Vanguard program recently celebrated...
I'm a student of his. Diplomacy will never die. The question is, will it be used in good faith? It's grand, isn't it? A testament to humanity's ability to compromise and cooperate. Let's be honest. The treaty is nothing more than a carefully crafted artifice. If it's a testament to anything, it's mankind's ability to lie to itself. Excellent. I do have something you can help me with. In my spare time, I like to collect plants. The rarer, the better, especially from Earth.
Really?
One of my prized collections is an olive seed. I'd like you to plant this seed in the atrium, so that it may grow and be a symbol for peace.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll have a reward for you when you return.
Like, would it be a wise idea to do that on an alien planet? No. Why would it be a bad idea? Because the planet would turn into an invasive species. So basically, Earth plant would be like a weed on this planet. Pretty much.
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this. Yes, concerned is an understatement. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance?
Not
Look,
really.
I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me? Well, thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
Right. So this guy just plants sensors all over the place for what? To collect data, Mikey. Yeah, well. It's not like I know what the hell that's supposed to mean. Better yet, why the hell are they all over the place like they are? Because in all honesty, Mikey, it helps actually find out exactly what's going on.
There are so many options.
There are other customers waiting, sir.
Has this guy never in his life been in a chunks? It's just chunks!
Let me see. There's no peanuts in that.
If I've answered each and every question, may I help?
What the hell does that mean? SHU. How spicy it actually is.
I got to get back to work.
Biotechnology and
In the mood for
renewable?
today.
You really should decide. Please?
I take it these are just engineered? Pretty much. But still, what does that mean? That basically
Just
falls
order-
under being nothing
order
but mild,
anything.
well, light to mild spicy, is what it's saying.
How many calories is that?
If you can't decide, maybe move to the side.
So, very mild? More likely light. I mean, let's look at the
cannot believe
options.
this guy.
Cheesesteak, grilled
I
chicken,
wish there was a value meal option.
poached
The
eggs.
nutritional information is the same for all chunks, sir.
What nutritional information? We only see biochemical and that's it.
When he was in line, couldn't he read the damn menu?
There are so many options.
There are other customers waiting, sir.
Just order anything.
How many calories is that?
There are other customers waiting, sir.
Okay. Okay, so... yeah, that's basically white.
Has this guy never in his life been in a Chunks? It's just Chunks!
So, let me get this
I wish
straight.
there was a value meal option.
You really should.
So this means
decide.
something called Scoville
Please.
heat unit scale? Light to extreme. I'm not going to just say mild to extreme simply because of the fact that, let's face
Has this
it,
guy never in his life been in
what
a
we're
Chunks?
about to read,
It's just Chunks!
extreme pretty much,
I wish there was a value
yeah,
meal
pretty
option.
much just went through the roof
You
here.
really should decide. Please.
Okay, okay, explain this to me, Mike.
Just order anything.
So what is this supposed to say that it's hot as?
What am I in the mood for today?
Just that, nothing. Okay, so the SHU 100 to 220 is nothing?
Has this guy never in his life been in a Chunks?
About the
It's
only thing
just
that literally
Chunks!
comes to that rank is pimentals and poblano.
There's no peanuts in that.
So that's basically what's in this?
There are other customers.
Where does that
waiting,
rank at?
sir.
100 to 2,000. To give you an idea, jalapenos is at 2,500 to 8,000.
Has this guy never in
Okay.
his life been in a Chunks?
Serrano,
It's
10,000 to
just Chunks!
23,000.
I wish there was a value
Cayenne,
meal option.
30,000 to
If
50,000.
I've answered each and every question,
That's
may I
kind of
help?
surprising. Why do you say it's kind of surprising? I always thought cayenne was mild.
I cannot
Really?
believe this
How
guy.
can cayenne be mild?
Let me see.
Thai chili, 50,000 to 100,000.
There are
Habanero,
other customers waiting,
Gotch
sir.
bonnet, 100,000 to 350,000.
Just order anything.
Trinidad scorpions, 1,200,000 to 2 million.
You really
What the
should
hell?
Decide.
Carolina reapers, 1,600,000 to 2,200,000.
Just
And
order-
Pepper X
order
claims
anything.
the highest rating of 2,600,000.
If I've answered each
And verified,
every
by the way.
question, may I help?
Pure capsaicin? That's the chemical that's in peppers alone. That goes to 16 million. Police grade pepper sprayed.
Has this guy
2
never
million
in his
to
life
5
been in a
million and
Chunks?
300,000.
It's just Chunks.
Let me see. There's no peanuts in that.
Now it leaves me in a question, where does ghost pepper
The
fall
nutritional
in?
information is the same for all chunks, sir.
Where does ghost pepper fall?
Just order anything.
Damn. No wonder half the shit tastes
If
mild.
I've answered each and every question.
Wait, ghost pepper is 855,000 K? 55,000? To 1,040,000? Yep.
Just order anything.
What am I in the mood for today?
If you can't decide, maybe move to the side.
Just order anything.
How many calories is that?
There are other customers waiting, sir.
When he was in line, couldn't he read the damn menu?
What are you asking now? I'm asking if I would be able to handle the one
If
chip
you can't
challenge.
decide, maybe move to the side.
Why would you want to try that?
Just order.
Didn't somebody
Order
die from it?
anything.
Yeah, but they had a poor heart.
I wish there was a value meal option.
If I've answered each and every question, may I help?
When he was in line, couldn't he read the damn menu?
Oh yeah, they pulled it.
What am I in the mood for today?
After what? After a 14-year-old died from complications linked to eating it. He had an underlying heart condition that wasn't known at the time.
Anything.
Wait, that was the reason why they pulled
I
it?
wish there was a value
Yep.
meal option.
The nutritional information
So,
is the same
this
for
stuff
all
is...
chunks, sir.
There's nothing spicy about it.
You'll find my pen pal Hattie in Sidonia. And thank you.
So, question. See? Are you able to handle ghost peppers? Pretty much. And I may want to double check that. Why? Because ghost pepper powder was what it was. So it just means that it's concentrated? Yeah.
Gotta call someone's power kept going.
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me? Okay, thanks. Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits.
If we saved at least 10% of the down payment, what's the rest?
Welcome. If another tour comes to me...
So you're able to eat ghost pepper. Pretty much. Yeah. Who would be crazy enough to put ghost pepper in
If you
noodles?
experience any issues in your dealings with the distribution center,
I forgot the
let us know.
brand,
We're
but
always
I
striving
know
to
you can't
improve.
just buy it at Walmart.
Welcome to UC Distribution.
It
Something
used to
I
be you
can do
couldn't
for
just
you?
buy it at Walmart.
I hope we have what you need.
You mean you had to go to a specialty store for it? Yeah, pretty much.
Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why, what is it? I'm wondering why you'd come looking for it. Oh, really? Well... pleasure doing business. Right. Come back if you need
Let me
something
guess,
else.
next time we're just going to steal it, aren't we? Yes.
I'm on tax duty tomorrow.
Why is he so happy about tax duty? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know a single human being that would be happy about doing tax duty. Maybe he just adjusts the numbers to take a little bit off to the side. Probably. Did they just added something new to the bar? You're referring to what I'm looking at on the Twitch? Yeah.
I don't care about the evidence or data. Sometimes intuition and gut matters more.
No way.
Shayla, you're out there a lot, right?
Constitution doesn't say we want to kick people out. Just that
Parkour? Parkour. Parkour? Parkour. Parkour? Parkour. 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 Will you two stop that? Parkour. You see? It's... Yeah, I was kind of expecting something too. I mean, it just seemed like there would be like a hidden, you know, Easter egg up here or something. Anywhere. You want to see if we could possibly climb to the tallest building over there? No. Why? Because we don't need to be doing such a thing like that.
I don't mean to be pushy, but I really do. So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right, we'll just upload the data and give it a moment. And just another moment. It is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is. What a relief. Now, let's see. This is... well, it's... oh my. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to Mast immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once. Well, from a certain point of view. In an, admittedly, somewhat selfish manner. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in MAST at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation. Thank you for your help retrieving the biosensors.
Thank you for your help in retrieving the biosensors. Seriously.
Captain! Over here.
Great.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC, it's more complicated than it might seem at first glance.
Right.
The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone.
No, you're not.
Of a man named Francois Sanon. One-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War. Former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus. Woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
Right.
I'm getting there. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death, on both sides. Freestar Collective, and UC. Military, and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
Right.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or, if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
Well, now that you mention it, where's the nearest bathroom?
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our
Can't
cue.
we just...
Here we go.
Come on, Mikey. We gotta go to a meeting. I don't want to go to a meeting. We gotta debate things. I don't want to debate things. Mikey, it may be a good chance that you get to use your firearms. I don't have any firearms to use. Well, probably. Do we really have to?
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, We have 2 petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor. That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask, how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act? 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt, the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties. Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this Terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
I can't help but agree with the Captain. Attempting to open the archives, it seems like the right way forward.
It does, doesn't it? All right. I withdraw my objection. Let us trust fate. We were all lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Okay, did we Jedi mind trick them or some crap like with that? I have no clue.
Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
We left the other guns at the ship, didn't we? Yep.
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God. There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am.
Great. But Mikey, it's guns and violence. I know it's guns and violence, but these idiots won't let me to the violent and guns part.
You! What are you doing? The EM rifle, grab it! Captain! Now! That's it! Now hit him with everything you've got!
We're trying to help you!
I can't stop!
Bad.
Really? She's the security guard and she's flipping out like that? You guys are the guards. The police even.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
Oh my...
The way those people were acting. I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready. Let's do it.
Nat's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Yeah. Oh, but we didn't want to hurt them. For Pete's sakes. Mikey, don't you consider the possibility that it may be better that you don't hurt a person? Michael, you do realize we just stunned them and they dropped to the ground, right? And the point is, how many of them just have concussions?
All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
You might back up! Don't just stand there!
Seriously. Okay, I know he threw somebody here. They're over there. Why are we exactly pulling the body back if they're dead? Because the truth is, they may not actually be dead. What do you mean? There's been people that's been known to literally been dead clinically for 3 days and still came back.
Experts? Take whatever we can get right now. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, but we're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before, huh? Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here, but we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
Yeah, you two just stay here.
Your call. We're on the line.
Please tell me we get to do what I think we're about to get to do. Please, 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 please. Yes, we're going to the ship. Yay! Are we seriously just going to abandon them? Don't say anything about abandoning them. Well, we're aboard the ship. Yeah, and again, who said anything about abandoning who? Why are we aboard the... Ah! Dude. You made me think that we were going to use the good gun. The good gun. Excuse me. Yeah, Mikey, I know you want to play with baby. Yes, I do. What the f... was that? I don't know. Can I please play with baby? Yes, you're going to play with the baby. Yay! Thank you. You're my new best friend now. Really, Mikey? Just because? You do realize that he has his weapon. Oh, come on! It's going to be a trade-off. Okay? I get one, you get the other. Fair enough.
Trust me. We are not alone out here.
Holy... Seriously, this thing looks butt ugly. What are you looking at? Why is it all reddish? That is a good question. Open wide. Mikey, is your gun even doing anything? It is doing something.
Captain! You're going to be okay! It's not real! Whatever you're experiencing right now, it's not real!
You're not real! Shut up!
Captain?
Why is everything so damn hazy? Don't know. We went through an entire clip and then some just to kill it. Still like using the gun. I think the baby needs to be replaced. No!
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people in the right place. Certainly doesn't feel like it. I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Do we have to? Just to get it out of the way, Mikey. Do we really have to? Question. How did they get all this crap out so fast?
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
He's just going to scan you just to make sure there's no... Yeah, just don't bother, Mikey. Hey.
That's a relief to hear. Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, there you are.
Oh no.
I believe we have some things we should discuss.
The next time Terramorphs rear their ugly heads, the UC is going to be ready.
Don't. No.
Captain? Hadrian? It would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
No, you two were in the right. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the Cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball.
Well, good luck.
Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now.
Well, I'm glad you
the
realize
Cabinet wants
it.
you, Captain, to be that representative.
Why the hell can't they choose somebody else? And I mean, is this going to be a repeat in every other universe? Pretty much. That sucks.
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us? I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
You've got the Cabinet's full backing to prevent more attacks. Understand?
Why?
Bart.
Yeah, whatever,
See,
dude.
These orders, a Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require.
Alpha Centauri G2V UB 0.24 BV 0.71. What does that mean? I wouldn't be able to tell you. I'm guessing that's saying mass 1.100 MO? Radius 1.2234 plus over whatever sign 0.0053 rho. Luminosity 1.519 lumens. Is that what it is? Don't know for sure. Surface gravity 100. Point port 230 G's. Something. Temperature 5,700. Yeah, K. Fahrenheit 0.20. What the hell is this all about? I would have to bust out my pre-calculus. Really? Other than that, I would have to say this is basically just a orbital chart or reference chart. Yeah, keywords work together. Alright, creepy
That
lady.
must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the Cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
Yeah. We're going to use the Jedi mind trick on you now. Not gonna work? Nope.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varoon? The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Can't we just be nice?
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Varoon retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varoon thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Okay, let's go for that.
It does, but there's a concern. We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
Great.
I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Great. Talk, talk, talk. Talk, talk, talk. Seriously, Mikey, it's actually an honor to be a diplomat. You forgot who you were talking to, Michael. Evidently. So, what loadout are we going with to literally handle this? What do you think? Hey. Can't we just rush off? You know, fly away? Just... I want to fly away. Yeah, Mikey.
Like my fit? I got it from one.
I want to get away. I got to get away. Mikey. What? Question. What? Would an olive seed survive all that? I want to say yes, but at the same time, I've got a feeling to say no. Guessing it would actually depend on what environment the olive seed was kept in.
Need some work done? Well, whoa! Now that is a ship! Okay, no problem.
Crap.
By the way, you'll be scanned as you enter the city.
Captain Yumi wanna see us? Why?
Enjoy your visit.
This is Yumi we're talking about.
Ah,
Crime has slowed down since you started. I do. Thanks to you, the spaceport is up and running again, which is good for commerce, but also for smugglers. We've received a tip that someone has been bringing in contraband into New Atlantis through the spaceport, and we need to investigate. Great. First, speak to one of the technicians over by Landing Pad B. Ask them if they've noticed any suspicious activity. Once you've gotten a lead, cross-reference their testimony with ship records over at Aegis. When you're done, report back to me with your findings. See you later.
Great. That now changes my loadout. What do you mean, changes your loadout? Just that. Stupid crap like this changes loadout completely. Chirbies. What? It's just a made-up word. Okay. Whatever chirbies mean. So, any reason why we're running around with the pistol that, well, isn't set to kill? Exactly that. Isn't set to kill.
Something I can do for you? Can't say I have. When you work a job like this, you see so many ships. They all sort of blend together. Nope. I just keep my head down and do my job. Speaking of which, I better get back to it. Sorry I couldn't be more help, but I got work to do.
Something I can do for you? It's about time. I've been telling my supervisor about that cargo ship for ages. I'm beginning to think he was ignoring me. That's the problem. I don't really look at the ship names when I work, just the ID number granted for clearance. I think it was UC576B? I do know it's a cargo class transport, if that helps. It's the way the crew handled the cargo. They were being way too delicate. The manifest said they were carrying potatoes, spuds. I don't know what was in those crates, but it certainly wasn't that. Okay?
Okay, what does that say on the pad? Seriously, are we trying to read something over his shoulder? Yeah. darkly clustered, then... Okay. Wait, did you seriously snapshot that? Yes. Why? Because I'm interested in what it says too. Hey, Mike. Yeah, I know. Damn. I just realized it too. What? We could have used photo mode. Maybe he'll pull it out and start reading it again. I don't know. What's she looking for? Don't know. Let's go. But I want to finish reading what it said. Well, I snapshotted, so... Yeah, you could have used photo mode.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Okay, no bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
Man, I feel like watching Demolition Man now. Demolition what? Demolition Man. Why do you feel like watching a movie? I mean, what the hell is Demolition Man? Movie starring both Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. As well as one other person. Well, several other actors and actresses that are notably named. Okay. What's it about? Basically, Wesley Snipes' character and Sylvester Stallone's character has pretty much been rivaling in this movie. Wesley Snipes plays as the bad guy. Sylvester Stallone plays as a character who's a cop that knows the enemy pretty damn well. And they're pretty much battling it out. The only problem is one little police raid. Stallone's character pretty much messes up, and, well, he's pretty much put in prison for it, along with Wesley Snipes' character for being the bad guy that he is. However, the thing about it is that when they're put in prison, they're cryogenically frozen. So they won't be up to date about what happens throughout the entire... Yeah. Eventually, Wesley Snipes' character wakes up early and is released.
That I do, Captain. Sergeant Yumi said you'd be coming to pick it up. You've got good timing, too. I actually have a friend on a classified star station who sent me this list of potential smugglers the other day. Here you are. Given I owe you for the last job, I hope it serves some use. We'll be seeing you.
As you were saying, basically the idea of the whole thing is that Wesley Snipes' character gets released early, but he's not reformed, he snaps, he pretty much literally, well, goes on a rampage again. But the problem is, in the future of the movie, well, what? Everybody turned out to be a wuss. What? Just that, everybody turned out to be a wuss. What do you mean everybody turned out to be a wuss? Well, you couldn't use profanity, because it violates the verbal code parameters. You couldn't be violent and hostile for whatever reason. In short, well, it's basically what the US is turning into. Or trying to. You're kidding me, right? Let me put it to you this way, Mikey. The cops in the movie couldn't do anything. They couldn't shoot a gun, they couldn't shoot tasers, they couldn't even use baton. Instead, when it came to doing their job, they relied on a slate or a pad that sat there and told them to literally and forcefully, verbally instruct the suspect to comply.
How's the investigation going? No major hiccups, I hope? Found those smugglers yet?
What?
Is that right?
The bloody
You know
hell!
the name by any chance? Captain Enjai's ship. I think you might have hit the mark here. You had reports of their crew being less than professional on several occasions. Still, being a little rough around the edges isn't exactly a crime. Are you sure it's the right ship? Then the next step is searching their cargo for any smuggled contraband. And, as luck would have it, I believe the Anansi has already arrived at landing pad B. I'll make the call to have the ship detained until further notice. Your job is to board the ship, locate any illicit goods, and return them here. And if any of the crew puts up a fight, I trust you know what to do. Good luck.
So basically it's Louisville. Okay. Now the most messed up thing about it is that they kind of mocked the idea of food dining and fine dining. What do you mean? It's hard to remember exactly how it played out because let's see. I'm remembering the entire movie plus the commentary, and one of the things they said in the commentary is that basically it had something to do with the fast food wars, and that Taco Bell was supposed to be referred to as the fine cuisine, or Pizza Hut was supposed to be referred to it, and it's either one. Pizza Hut or Taco Bell as fine cuisine? Yeah. That's not a movie. That's an appalling theatric. Yeah, whatever. So we're raiding this person's ship? Yep. Does it look like we're turning around and pretending we saw nothing? Nope.
Looking for something? What now? Well, it looks like you got me, officer. I guess this means my potato shipping days are numbered. But maybe you'd be willing to give a first-time offender a slap on the carpal bone. I don't suppose you're interested in a deal? Fine. You've made your choice. But now, you'll have to pay for it.
What are you doing in here?
Quit crying, you're still alive.
You're outmatched!
Really? Is there a reason why we're raiding their ship? Oh, yeah. Even better. Wait, they're not going to let you move the bodies? Oh, that pisses me off. What were you planning on doing? Moving their bodies and putting them in the holding cell. That would have been so poetic. But no, Bethaso dropped the ball on this one too. Isn't there still another one here or something? I don't know. So, let me get this straight. You have knocked them out, dragged them to their own little holding cell, locked them up, and let them deal with it. Pretty much.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty.
How's the investigation going? Good work. Did you find anything? Very well done, Captain. Time and time again you come through for us. Initially, I felt bad for having someone of your rank doing security, but frankly, you're worse than guilt. In any case, I'll have a team move the ship off the landing pad and do a full sweep. Make sure there's no other surprises on board. Oh, and before I forget, your payment. It's well deserved.
Oh, great. We got an intestinal infection. So, does this mean we get stuck with explosive diarrhea?
Sergeant Yuli was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
We just left. I know.
Just doesn't add up. Spaceport has empty.
It's kind of sad that this gun is only automatic or burst fire. Are you trying to break your legs? No. You know, I'm kind of surprised they didn't put like as a level.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please.
Spit it out, Mikey. I'm just kind of surprised that, if anything, they didn't put as for a legendary level.
After that, how can I help you, Captain? Good timing. We just got word of a disturbance over by the Nut in the Embassy District. A vandal, it seems. I've already dispatched an officer to the site, but they probably could use some support. Talk to the officer, get an update, and interview any witnesses involved. Thank you. Normally I wouldn't waste your time with this, Captain, but a functionary over at MAST reported the crime. He'll be thrilled to know that a captain of the Vanguard is on the case.
Oh, great.
See you later, Captain.
So in other words, waste our time to deal with whoever. Pretty much. Hey. Okay, yeah, as I was about to say, I'm surprised for the legendary or mythical level when it comes to like the blue, purple, gold, then mythical level standard. That environmental immunity isn't an option. That is a good point. I mean, why was it that your enhancement was an option, but anything else couldn't be an option? Pretty much. Well, we're actually swimming. Could we dive? I wish.
Am I getting paid
And you're
for
certain
this?
that's what you saw?
Oh, yeah. He was wearing a flannel shirt underneath a trucker jacket.
That doesn't match the description from a functionary. And you said he was running away from the tram?
That's right. Oh, and he was carrying a book, A Tale of Two Cities.
Okay, just hold that thought one moment, sir. I need to speak with the captain.
Sure. There's a reward for this, right? Information leading to the capture?
Sir, just give me a moment with the captain, please. Thanks for taking this case, Captain. I realize your time is limited.
Right.
Thanks, Captain. To be honest, I'm a little starstruck. I'll do my best to keep things professional. This was supposed to be a simple case. We got an attempted vandalism, a knocked-over bin, and a witness who called in to ID the suspect. We were about to head down to the well to apprehend the guy when this new witness comes forward with additional info. Just one problem. His story conflicts with the functionaries. Yes, sir. I was the one who took the call and reported it to Sergeant Yumi. Normally, we don't give this much weight to tipsters, but when it's a masked official, we tend to take them at their word. He said it was some kid from the well. According to him, the vandal ran to the tram, knocked over the bin, and took the net to the spaceport. He also said he recognized the kid's face. ID'd him from security records and everything. Kid's name was, Tahir something. Sorry, Captain, I'm still new to this. I have it written down somewhere. Yeah, and then apparently ran off and knocked over a recycling bin. The perp made a bigger mess running away than he did with the spray paint. Well, we got 2 witnesses with conflicting stories, so I'd like to go interview Functionary Gershon in person. Their office is at Mast, in the Interstellar Affairs Department. Affirmative. And as the higher-ranking officer, I'll let you take the lead, Captain.
Am I gonna be on SSNN? I watch a lot of true crime movies. I can be a big help. Oh, sure. Yeah. So I'm riding the tram to Mast, and there was this working class guy sitting next to me. Trucker jacket, flannel shirt, the works. Now, you'd think if you're about to commit a crime, you'd be a little less conspicuous, right? Try to, I don't know, blend in? Whatever. Anyway, I figure he's going to the spaceport to haul cargo or something. But instead, he gets off at the same stop. Now I'm really curious, but before I can ask him where he's going, he pulls out a can of spray paint and starts tagging away. So I yelled at him to stop, and that's when he bolted. Yeah, not every day you see one of those, so I got curious and took a peek. It was A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. My guess, he was using it as some sort of cover. Like, he gets you thinking he's some kind of brainiac, and UC security turns their heads. Then out of nowhere, bam! Crime time. I've watched a ton of detective serials, so I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, you don't.
I hate to break it to you, but some of us have jobs we need to go to. Besides, there were at least like 10 other people that saw him, so sue me for being a little late with my civic duty. Later.
Okay, this is kind of ridiculous.
Hey.
How you liking that laser gun?
How are you liking that washcloth? Whoosh, whoosh.
Hello.
Excuse me.
Matter of fact, the question is, where's every
the
other
functionary
witness?
should be at Mast, in Interstellar Affairs.
Okay, question. If the dude's running to the tram...
Am I gonna be on SSNN?
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days.
Okay, I tagged this. Oh, I gotta run. I'm running to the tram. Okay, question. Yeah.
Am I getting paid for this?
Okay, that one's located right there. And this one's located right here.
Another day, another credit.
And that one should have been located right there. The physical evidence is saying he didn't ran to the tram. Hey, dude, you left out one part. You left out the part where this guy's throwing the trash at you to evade.
Howdy.
Seriously. So, given the style that we just witnessed, where it's all the way at the end and this damn thing doesn't help, and it should be like over there, Yeah, I don't think the dude knocked it over. I think he threw it at the guy to evade. Really, Mikey? I would have to agree with Mikey.
You're in the Vanguard, right?
This is the guy.
Ah, Captain.
Ah!
It's a pleasure to meet the hero who stopped the Terramorph.
What happened to you?
Officer Markkanen, was it? I see you're here as well. Is there something the matter?
We just need to go over your testimony again.
I apologize, but I can't right now. I have an important meeting I need to attend. But I'd be happy to stop by UC Security later and speak with your sergeant. Captain, I will be happy to do so later, but now is a bad time. So unless you're arresting me, I must decline. Besides, I'm not the most eloquent of functionaries. I prefer the written word, which you're more than welcome to read. I encourage the both of you to check the information on my personal computer. I have written a detailed description of the vandal, Wantahir Vala, a known criminal who resides in the well. It should have everything you need to apprehend the thief. Now, if you'll excuse me.
That's just it. Didn't we walk to here from the hospital? I believe so. Is that supposed to be doing that? Nope.
Hey.
Why is there a flannel truck shirt? Seriously, you're just moving things around. Why? This guy's just a pompous asshole. Yep.
Yes? Well, Captain, what do you think? Is what the functionary said true? Is this kid from the well our vandal? You sure, Captain? I get we got conflicting testimonies, but the witness at the tram wasn't exactly reliable. If not the kid, then who? What? Really? Do you have proof? Okay, Captain. I trust your instincts above all. And if the functionary's the perp, that means he not only committed the crime, but tried to frame the kid. If I can speak frankly, Captain, that really pisses me off. The functionary said he was going to chat with Sergeant Yumi, right? Let's head back to UC Security and see if we can't give him what he deserves.
Oh, yeah. Who's this jerk? Don't know.
Howdy.
Goodbye. What are you looking for? Well, it was said that the dude had a hat, but I don't see a hat. Oh.
Okay. Hello. Excuse me?
Excusez-moi! To sapa. We're dying, aren't we? No, I mean, just the idea of trying to gain any traction with this string. So what? Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. So what? Hey. Ugh.
People call me a brand loyalist, but I feel like I just have good taste.
No, you don't. You have Michael's taste. And what's wrong with that? Oh, excuse me?
Captain, there you are. I just finished giving us... Captain, there you are. I just finished giving a sworn statement to Sergeant Yumi.
I'm starting to run out of credits to give you. Whoever said crime doesn't pay? Ah, Captain. Functionary Gershon was just giving me his full statement.
It's mostly repeating the documentation on my computer. I trust that was sufficient enough to make an arrest? Captain, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I follow.
Functionary Gershon, you're under arrest for vandalizing the tram and an attempted frame-up. Depending on what you told the sergeant, we can probably add false testimony to the list.
Hold on. First off, these are very serious accusations, Captain. Are you sure you want to go down this road? More importantly, do you have any proof? Interesting. Not exactly the uniform of a functionary, is it? You do have a point there. Now, that is pretty damning. Old Earth books are very hard to come by. The odds of this witness naming that exact book and the functionary owning said book, that's a long shot. Unless, of course, he's the perp. You do have a point there. Well, I've heard all I needed to hear. Functionary, do you have anything to say for yourself?
If you think I'm going to let you bring up these trumped-up charges...
That's enough. Officer Markkinen, please escort the functionary to the holding area.
I will not take this accusation lying down. Of that I can assure you. You can't do this! Your proof is circumstantial at best!
Don't worry, functionary. We're not putting you in jail quite yet. Unlike some people, we respect the rule of law.
You'll be hearing from my lawyer, Sergeant. Expect to be demoted to desk duty by week's end.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Now that was a shock. Next time, give me some warning before telling me my star witness is the one who committed the crime. Very funny. Maybe for your next job, you ought to apply for a part-time comedian.
That's
Anyway,
an option.
Good work on this case. Functionary Gershon may talk tough, but I know his type. It won't take long for him to crack. And hopefully, that means the end of his obsession with the well. And, speaking of endings, I was going to mention this earlier, but I didn't want things to turn all sentimental in the middle of your investigation. With all the new recruits as of late, our staffing problems are no longer an issue. Which means we've exhausted our need for a part-time security officer.
Wait, you're firing me? Why?
Think of it as an early retirement, rather than a caning. In any case, it was a pleasure working with you, Captain.
Wait, early
On behalf of the
retirement. Does that
entire
mean I get
UC
retirement
Security
pay?
Department, I wish you the best of luck with the Vanguard and your future missions.
No.
And,
Do
if
I
you
get
ever need to
retirement
talk or
pay?
Reminisce about the beat. I'll be here.
Do I get retirement pay? He's not answering the question. Anyways, what the heck is that strap or I'm guessing handle? What is that for?
Really, Mikey?
Yeah.
That's actually to help pull this officer off the line if he got shot.
Really?
Yeah.
You're kidding me, right?
No.
You mean to tell me they put a strap on... Yeah, that can't be right.
It is, Mikey.
But why?
So it's easier to pull him out of the line of fire if need be?
Are you working toward that next
There are worse ways to sorry.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby. Terramorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Sorry. Everyone's a little on edge after the...
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment? What are you? Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport.
You need to reduce the
You have
lip
my thanks for
liner.
what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right. I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go.
Okay, so... let's literally turn around and say this clear as day. Mikey, you said clear as day. I know! And it backfired on me. Okay, let's make this clear as day. Stupidity is dangerous. Should you be locked up in the Armistice? Wait, Starborn as in...
We'll oversee the research. Guess that takes the whole trust us component out of play, doesn't it? That does seem like a workable idea. Fine. You'll get what you want. Follow me.
Well, that was easy. Yep. Would you like to try the stupidity speech again? No. I'm good. What did you do, Mikey? I just inhaled at the wrong time, apparently. Inhaled what? Like
They
hell
tell me
I
it should
know.
only take a moment. And there. Here, I'll reach out to Deputy McIntyre. We'll coordinate the necessary oversights.
What?
To
What
unlock the
happened to her
allies, I guess.
face? What happened to her face? I mean, really? Her face is literally composited to the point where horrible lighting just takes place.
It's good to be back at the embassy.
Ah. Care to try to breathe again, Mikey? No. No. No.
Even just the sound of his voice is... Come, have you ever heard one of his sermons? They're really good.
Dude, you need a life. Mikey, just don't breathe. I'm trying not to. Mike. Yeah, I know. Let me see if I can get it cleared. Please. Really, was that supposed to help? It helps a lot better now. That feels much better. Why does that look like a litter box? Probably is. I take it the dude's lonely. Ah, crap. What? Oh, nothing. I'm just trying to get through this. can see now why you're using the pistol. Yeah, I see it. Must hack faster. What do you think I'm trying to do? Hacking slow? I'm working on it, Mikey. I don't think that worked. But that worked. True. Really, we did that? 14 damage now. It is dropping the bots pretty fast. Chunks apples! Can you imagine a horse trying... What? A horse trying to what? You ever heard of the term horse apples, right? Yeah, basically because how a horse crap looks like, well, is in the shape of. Yeah. Oh, okay, I get it now. I get it now what you're trying to get at. What is he trying to get at? Horse apples. And the chunks apples are a cube. That has to be painful on the horse in this game. Right? The poor horse. Really, Mikey? Mike's got a point. It's gotta be painful on the horse. Which reminds me, I gotta get back into trying to finish the series Peaky Blinders. Wait, you watched that show? Yeah. Is it a good show? Yeah, it's a good show. But would it even be worth watching? Dude. It was a good show to the point where they even made a game about it. Wait, they made a game? Yeah. Seriously? Yeah, dude, hang on. You cannot be serious about how they made a game for it. Why do they call themselves Peaky Blinders? Ah, you gotta be kidding me. There we go. It's misspelling Pinky Blinder. The King's Ransom. Why do they call themselves Peaky Blinders? Because they would slash out the person's eyes. Really? Well, you asked. Seriously? Do these dudes not believe? Do they not believe in cleaning up? Okay, that was very effective. What? I thought you said that this was pretty much pointless to use. I stand corrected.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. Never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
Okay. We're raiding this dude's place, aren't we? Really? We just got through rescuing the poor man, and you're already trying to steal from him. You do realize there's a bit of a nuance in the idea of trying to say that we're trying to steal from him, right? Like what nuance? The fact that you're saying that we're trying to steal from him. Are you not? There's a difference between just cracking open a safe and stealing. Right. Do you not plan on ripping off whatever's in the safe? Well, depends on what's in the safe. Ooh, should we? No, we'll leave it. See? Depends on what's in the safe. This one time doesn't count. Well, this guy can't catch a break, can he? Well, considering how you guys are ripping him off. Dude, we are not ripping the dude off. What do you call it when you're running through and taking everything he's got inside the armory? Procuring. Well, procuring and seeking payment. That too. Is it not enough that we're trying to save the entire universe? Are we? I'm more interested in just trying to complete the trophy room at the end of this thing. Exactly. You cannot be serious that this is all it's been about, is just the trophy room. It is. Honestly, that's all you care about? Yeah. Hello. Mike, look, I was about to say, if you didn't get it, I was going to kick your butt. Assuming if you could.
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then... silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly? Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, hmm? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, hmm? Do I see this all clearly?
Yep.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them. Well then, I shall not fear. Please, follow me. Let's hope it still works. And there.
He needs to wash his
Let
outfit.
it be used for good.
Really, you're going to destroy the box? Pretty much. Mikey, why are you making jungle noises? Because it's a jungle in here?
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow.
What's the club that's made for you and me? M-I-C-K-E-Y M-O-U-S-E Mickey Mouse. Mikey. What? You were seriously going to sing the Mickey Mouse Club song. Why not? Can I say 1,000 words of why not? Or can I just say it in one word, not? Why just one word, not? Because I'm not going to let you sing that song. That's why.
I asked my boss what they're doing.
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement. That's incredible. I wasn't sure Radcliffe would ever get on board. I'm very much looking forward to getting the debrief on how precisely you managed to pull all this off, but that'll have to wait for another time. Regardless, superlative work, Captain. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Do we have to be on our best behavior? Nope. Okay. Seriously, Mikey? A bit of decor would not hurt. Yeah, don't care.
Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Wow. All this knowledge, and for what? She wasn't lying about how we could not access any of this, was she? Nope. Can we at least close the door? That's up to them. Bye-bye. Let me guess, it's about time for us to hit the hay, isn't it? Do you want to hit the hay? Yes, I do. Mikey, you do realize that by hitting the hay, you're just hurting the hay, right? I wasn't trying to hurt the hay. Then why are you hitting the hay? Very funny.
Hello.
There you are. Captain? Deputy told me what went down. Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Time for us to start getting some real answers.
and figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready. Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Really? How is it that they were walking in unison? Mainly because they're all following the same model.
I think I got them.
No one cares!
Corns? Yeah, I got corns.
Are they growing well? Really, Mikey? Why do they even call them corns? It's mainly how it's forming on the foot. Really?
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies? Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen? Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms? Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Are we seriously jumping off? Yep. Why couldn't we just take the elevator? Seriously? Taking the elevator is boring? It's not as dangerous. And your point?
Good day, ma'am.
You too.
You just fractured your limb, so... You fractured your limb. Again, so... You know, for fracturing the limb, they don't make it look like we did. I mean, we're just walking like normal. Indeed.
Logging.
Authorized entry. Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat. President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am? No, I suppose not. I'm Francois Sanon. But most know me as Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes. But the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here. A sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies. I want to help you, and my progeny Hadrian, prevent more attacks. Though I am curious, has she shared with you the nature of our little family? Unfortunately, I'm inclined to agree with you. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do. After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with. One task. That's all I require. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty.
Can
If
I
it
just
dealt
skip,
death,
skip,
he
skip,
could make it
skip?
deal more. When the Colony War ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know. You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it. If that's what you require to sleep at night, so be it. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria, Wolf System. There's a star station in the vicinity, the Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Right. Should we trust him?
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
Mikey, we already been through this. We know not to trust him. Yeah, I know, but still. Gentlemen, what are we doing wrong here? Everything, all things, possibly can be things?
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy. Exactly. Just another prisoner. Nothing you'd ever even think of bringing up in conversation. With anyone. Ever. We understand each other?
Yeah.
Good. Because bringing this up to the outside world would create the unfair appearance, Captain, that you're unhinged. And that's not a good look for any of us. Now, was there something in particular you needed to discuss about what we were just discussing? Dr. Reginald Orlaise? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlaise is completely out of the question, but bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return? Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting? Then I'll bid you good day, Captain, and remind you of the importance of discretion.
What is she reading? Really, Mikey? Yeah. Are we seriously going to try to read what she's reading? Yeah. We are. There we go. Oh, a wonderful act to reflect upon that every human creature is constituted to be that profound secret and mystery to every other. A solemn consideration when I entered a great city by night. Hey, what happened? Got You know what? I want to do it this way, so that way I can read it later. I saw him consideration when I entered the city by night, that every one of those darkly clustered houses enclosed its own secrets, that every room in every one of them enclosed its own secrets, that every beating heart in the hundreds of thousands of the... not going to repeat that. There is in some of its imagining a secret to the heart nearest it. Something of the awfulness, even death itself, is referable to this. No more can I look into the depths of this unfathomable water, wherein as momentary lights glanced into it, I've had glimpsed of buried treasure, other things submerged. A Tale of Two Cities, Chapter 3? That's what the blasted technician was reading. So, they're reading this. Why only this chapter? That is a good question. I would say that would be a good choice. So that would explain what they're all reading. But why that chapter? I have no clue. What's wrong with them reading that? I thought she was doing work, not entertainment. Same here.
On the record?
Why that chapter and why that? I mean, seriously. Do you think you just found an Easter egg? I have no clue.
The kids are all off studying, and we've got the house to ourselves. This is honestly going to be the best vacation.
Not me. Hey. Question. Which is, can we even do stealth in this thing? I mean, I know we get the cloak when we boost. That is a good question. Hey. Let me guess, we don't have an immobilizer. Nope.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard.
an MS.
Oh, apologies, Captain. Didn't recognize you without the uniform. So, what can I do for you? Orlace. Doesn't ring a bell. Anything you can tell me about him? A man? Living around Etheria. The gas giant. Only one ship like that I know of. Never docks. Doesn't respond to hails. They call it the Warlock. Maybe this Orlace of yours is the one piloting it. I can give you the coordinates to its last sighted location if you want. Just, well, you'll need to be careful. That part of Etheria's sky is an old debris field. Plenty dangerous. More than a few scrappers heading out never came back. Sure thing. Here. This should get you pointed in the right direction. Go get your man.
We are approaching an unknown debris field. On screen. You caught on to the reference. Pretty much. Really? This whole thing looks like a fish. Even from the inside, it looks like a fish. Yeah, I know. Hey. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know. How does he not notice that sound? What you worried about? The idea that we can be detected. Dude, we cloak when we do that. Still. Did we just notice that their blasted guns actually did 360? Yeah, that's the thing that's pissing me off right now. Well, the ship rendered inoperable. Yeah, pretty much. Dude didn't even get to eat his last ham and cheese sandwich. That's sad. Mass production of generic beer? How can they be so cruel? Is there even such a thing? Come to think of it, no, there isn't. Or at least they shouldn't be such a thing. Okay, that seems to be unfair. What seems to be unfair? There's no... Oh. There is. Just didn't bother with it.
Unidentified ship. We're going to attempt to scan you for contraband. Please comply. Pretty please. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis.
Anyways, it's definitely time to call it a night. We all know this time was coming. But seriously, we need a theme song. Mikey. Please. We'll figure out something later. Good